Hi there, I'm Lavellan Fame. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, episode 51. Okay, so we'll do a quick pass around of all the companions and then it'll be straight to the war room to start off Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts. So, we'll start off with Cassandra, why not? I don't expect them to have anything to say, but just in case.
Do you need something?
No, I think we're good here.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Yeah, okay.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the chargers?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
You know what's going to be funny? Florian. She has that same hairstyle, I'm pretty sure. So that's going to be interesting, over the mask. We'll have to see how it fits. Yeah, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Let's grab Seylis.
My heart.
Oh. Corypheus and your journeys. I suppose we could do your journeys, but no, I think we're good.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shirar. I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you.
Hey.
Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Yeah. I don't think we're in danger of accepting something like that. Thanks anyway, Dorian. Although we don't really care if it made him happiest, it's just he's serving us now, and that's that's what we want.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
I suppose we could chat with Josephine.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor.
Hey.
I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
Yeah, no time to pity ourselves. You're safe here, or you had no idea. You're safe here.
Between our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's safer than anywhere else in Thedas.
Yet the problem persists. I've tracked down the last two parakeets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Leliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royaux?
Indeed, how long will it take? But is assassination or infiltration the right way to do it? I'm with you, Josephine. Leliana has a point. Oh, let me consider it. Leliana is more action-orientated. Josephine is the slower, official way. In terms of clan, if one clan was going against another, you'd want the keepers to get together and sort it out rather than sending people to assassinate someone from the other clan. So I'm going to go with Josephine, because you are first, Seylis, and this is kind of something that you should be able to at least, you know, figure out that analogy. It's a human matter, so they should do it in a civilized manner if they can manage it. Yeah. I kind of also think that Leliana should have that point. Yeah. What do we care about humans? But still, no, she is the first. She would... Yeah, she'd think about the diplomacy first.
We can solve this without more deaths on either side.
My people are ready, should you change your mind. I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the two parakeets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Okay, destroying House of Reposer's contract operation available. Okay. But, yeah, I'm not sure if that's something that we should do. So, of somewhat fallen fortune, Josephine attempted to reinstate her family as a trading power in Orlais, which triggered an assassination contract taken out more than 100 years ago by a family known as the Du Paraquets. Despite the contract's age and the fact that the Du Paraquets are no longer nobility, the contract is still binding. A group of assassins honouring the contract, called the House of Repose, won't rest until Josephine is dead. So, we can have Leliana's assassins dispatched, or we can speak with Josephine about the next move. So I think we're going to do that. Okay, Josephine.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What is our next move, Josephine?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want to make the Du Paraquets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Du Paraquets as lords.
Okay, find a sponsor for the Du Paraquets operation available. So we need to go to the war table and find a sponsor for the Du Paraquets. Okay. Oh, we might as well. We're going this way anyway. Oh yeah, we have a we have a perk. Okay. Let's give history knowledge, I think. Yeah.
I have not asked in a while.
Oh, gosh.
How goes the hunt for Samson?
We're close. I know it.
If I can help you any further.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, because we've been gearing up to go to the Winter Palace for quite a while now, it stands to reason that she would have had some history knocked into her head. At least a little. Okay, but gosh, I really do want the reputation things and the favour for a favour. Probably go for that one first, so that we can sell lots of stuff for better prices before trying to buy stuff. But yeah, not enough perks. Not enough perks. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Identify Venatori agent. Okay, an excerpt from a Ben Hasrath information report. The target was eliminated, and as expected, all other targets went into hiding. Duke Tithus did not locate our operatives during his search. Information the Duke found on the corpse revealed the smuggler's Venatori involvement. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, we were right. Duke Tithus has cut off trade with the Tevinter Imperium and is thoroughly investigating his city. Hunterfell is no longer subject to Venatori influence. Per his request, Operative Iron Bull will receive further intelligence reports to continue his efforts. Supplies from Seheron have also been dispatched. We've got 100 influence and Elf Snake Vitar. Fantastic. Good. I did worry that we'd chosen the wrong one. But no, okay, good. Draw out the Red Templar Lieutenant. We have the name of the Red Templar Lieutenant who is dealing with Maleficent and the Freemen, Carol. He is expected to be at the Lion's Pavilion 2 days from now. Do what is necessary to stop him, but for my sake, make it quick. I knew him once, a long time ago. Cullen. Oh. No. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Okay, truth or dare, see and be seen. My dear Josephine, I passed along the news of Demoria's visit to a few influential parties and implied that he was, perhaps, trying to butter both sides of his bread. I would describe the outrage this idea provoked, but that would make this letter indecent, and your spy mistress would abscond with it. You play as beautifully as ever, my dear. I can hardly wait to see what Demoria's next move is. Give my love to your parents. Yours, Vicomtesse Elodie de Moro. Okay. 86 gold. Well. Well, we do want to kick off this, finding a sponsor. Making the Du Paraquets nobility is the key to stopping the assassination plot on Josephine's life. The first step is gaining them a noble sponsor. Countess Dion is willing to help in exchange of news about her lover, Ellery, a mage who went missing after the Mage-Templar War erupted. Okay. Leliana. Their love affair was hardly secret. I'll see if anyone marked where this missing mage went. Cullen, it's been a while, but we can have search parties comb the area where he was last spotted. Oh, Josephine, Ellery stood for the old Circle Order. I'll see if any of the Loyalists gave him shelter. Ooh. That's interesting. So Josephine or Leliana, again, I think that would be better. I don't think a mage would be happy to be tracked down by a load of soldiers, so... Let's let Josephine do this one.
Inquisitor?
Yeah, check among the Loyalists. Okay, apparently there's something there, but there isn't, so, okay. Divinatory activity. Judgment, the magic used in Redcliffe. Alexius has been put to work as a magical researcher for the Inquisition. The spell he used in Redcliffe was incredibly complex. Even he doesn't understand all of the theory behind it, but he has confessed it was only possible to cast because the breach was in the Veil. Alexius can look into applications of the theory for safer use. Okay. And it looks like Leliana is the only way to go. So Alexius has been given all the books and equipment he requires. Let us see if he'll prove useful. Do that.
Let's see what we have.
Deploy, Reese and Evangeline. Inquisitor, we've recovered from our wounds and are ready to serve the Inquisition as you see fit. Evangeline has friends among the Arlesian nobility who may listen to our cause, and I am familiar with several caches used by the rebel mages. Or if you prefer, we would be honoured to join the Inquisition troops near Val Fermine and fight the forces of Corypheus as best we can. Yours in service, Reese and Evangeline. Okay. Caches. A passionate warrior coming from a good family might bring the Inquisition a great deal of gold. The caches Reese speaks of might yield something of value. Or an experienced Templar and a powerful mage would greatly increase our military strength near Val Fermine. I think that's a bad idea. Cole wants them to be safe. So... I'd probably go for the caches. Alright, let's leave that one. Okay, now what is this? That was Queen Honora, okay. Yeah, we should be seen helping. So Cullen can take this. He can take Shadows of Adenarim. Looking for Venatori spies for Queen Honora. Okay, so Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving it an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Hellam Shiral, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin, Grand Duke Gaspar, under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corypheus's assassin to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend, to keep him from destroying Orlais if we hurry. Yeah?
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Must be. So, why not just send a warning?
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but...
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
Yeah, okay. Let's not overstate things. It's good, but it's not that good.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Okay, so this Gaspard has the Chevaliers.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Okay. Yeah. The expansion years. Yeah. So what about this Celine, then?
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
Right, so the cousin is her heir?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
Okay. Doesn't answer the question, but sure. And this Briala.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Sharal into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Okay. So Celine had an elven lover?
Wait, the Elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Very nice. Okay, that's a lot to consider.
You've given me plenty to think about.
With Gaspard and Celine's armies entrenched, we cannot openly march troops to the palace.
My agents will ensure your soldiers get inside. But it must be a few at a time to avoid attention.
Understood. Just give the word, and we'll begin.
Awesome. Okay. It is about time. I will cancel purely because I need to change the outfits so that we have something cool for the Winter Palace. But then we're going to go straight into it. Okay, so who are we taking? I probably want to take Sarah and Cassandra, just because of their opening monologues, their introductions, really. And I suppose we'll take Varric. That doesn't leave much room for more magic, though, and I do want to take Seylis. Okay. New plan. We won't take Sarah. We will take Varric. We'll take Seylis. Our beginning party yet again. Gosh. Okay. Everyone's going to be there, though. All of the companions should definitely be there. We should even get the red Jenny caches, even though Sarah's not going to be in the active party. Yeah, okay. That's good.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Indeed. Hey, okay, there we go.
It is a great pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor Lavellan. Bringing the rebel mages into the ranks of your army was a brilliant move. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Interesting. Okay, that would be impressive. Which emperor is that, and what does that support cost? Yeah, what does the support cost?
Exactly what would be required to get that Imperial support.
I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. My lady,
Okay.
are you prepared to shock the court by walking into the Grand Ball with a hateful usurper? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
I'm glad to help. Aren't we exciting people? I'm not here for a party. Kind of not here for a party. Yeah.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, Gaspard. Finding him is my priority.
Are you serious? That is a grave allegation, my friend. A foreign power meddling now, of all times? I have no doubt this Tevinter is hiding within the ranks of the Elvhen delegation. They're up to something. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Oh, really? Not the person you need to make that kind of thing allegation against, really. It's worth investigating. I hope there's more to go on, or I'll deal with the elves. I hope there's more to go on than that.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy.
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game. But if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Right. Sure, of course he detests the game.
An elf savage! Oh, Maker forbid!
This is Gaspard's idea of a joke.
Okay, court approval. Orlesian nobility looks down on elves. The court watches you with a critical eye. Of course they do. But yeah, okay, I decided I wasn't going to go for any of the mods that, put you into a ball gown or anything like that. We're a Dalish elf. We're not going to dress up for the Orlesian nobles. No, we came in armour. We've got chainmail and everything, and it has a very distinctly elven vibe. The texture is skulls, but she looks unapologetically elven. And that's important. So could I have dressed her up further? Yes, I did briefly consider Lady G's dragon scale, which is really beautiful, but we haven't actually killed any dragons, so so no. If we manage to get full approval, then we get it, but if we don't, we're not going to cry over it. We don't really care about this party. Let's have a look around. Yep, we can speak with a noblewoman.
You there! Rabbit! Have you seen a ring anywhere? It was a gift from the Countess Montbelliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
Is it valuable? I kind of want to ask, yeah. I mean, she just called me a rabbit.
Is this ring particularly valuable?
Its worth in coin is not as important as its social value. It was a gift from a member of the Council of Heralds. If she finds out I lost it, she will never forgive me. Not even if I live to be 1,000 years old.
Which you won't, because you're a human. Go look for it. Interesting stratagem. Oh, that sounds serious. Yeah, interesting.
What's your game? Are you trying to convince the Countess that you treasure her gift? Or just to gain importance by getting the Inquisitor to run a menial errand for you?
Oh, hey, court approval! Okay, I thought we'd insulted her then. You just gained court approval, which is usually the result of finesse, entertaining people, or keeping up appearances. The higher court approval is, the better.
I assure you, the ring truly is lost, and I must find it or risk terrible repercussions. Should you happen upon it, I beg you, let me know.
Okay. I can find the ring. Not sure if I want to... return the ring to the noblewoman or keep it to sell later. Kind of hoped that maybe we'd be able to go to the person in the Council of Heralds who gave it to her, but... we'll see what we do with that.
Is that the Inquisitor?
A Dalish? No, that cannot be.
The word hasn't made the rounds then. Oh. Oh, guys. Get a room. Okay.
I told you we should have worn the silver brocades. Make us breathe. We look like every other fool here.
You calm down. You look magnificent.
You do look like every other fool here. Of course you do. I do like they made a little joke about it though.
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
It certainly wasn't. Certainly not true. No, okay, and it really doesn't look like there's anyone else to speak to out here.
Why are there so many elves here?
The Empress invited them. Be polite.
The Empress invited all of the elves. There are no elves out here, so I don't know what you're complaining about. Nope, and then it's just up the stairs. Do I want to give that ring back to that woman? On the one hand, I kind of do because it's a quest. On the other, I don't care about her. So no, I think I'll keep it and sell it. Let's go. She called me a rabbit, and she's trying to use me, so I don't owe her anything. Her misfortune is my fortune.
Maker, I hope not.
Okay. Anyone else to speak to? Oh, there is a door. We need a storage key, which we do not have. Not yet, anyway. Okay. I suppose we'll go up. Let's come up here. Approach the talking nobles. Those two.
Do you mind? We don't wish to be disturbed.
Find a safe spot to eavesdrop on the nobles' conversation. Okay. The seat? Is it? Oh, maybe not. That seat. No. Ah, there it is. Okay. Eavesdrop.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Okay. So we just had our little tutorial for eavesdropping, even if that wasn't particularly interesting information. Storage key, awesome. Okay, oh yeah, I can see it there. And we can't get any further that way. Okay. Well, let's go and open that door then. Why not? There we go. Very nice. Ooh. Take scandalous legal document. Okay, I need to deliver the scandalous secret to Leliana, and that's only 1 of 30. Of course, there has to be a lot of scandal. Hey, a caprice coin. Okay, and there's 15. Okay. Spellburst staff, Witch lightning staff, and Avar warlord greatsword. Sure. Yeah, all of that is good. Okay then. And let's get to the other side. So we'll have to keep an eye out for more caprice coins.
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Okay. And we also need a statuette for the storage here. Now I do have the a mod that will allow me to open all of the Halla doors. So I don't need to worry about this. I don't need to worry about, you know, only opening certain doors. Because I don't really want to have to pre-plan it. I mean, I could. I know kind of what I want to do. But it just makes sense to get all of the information that you can and then just improvise on the fly. Yep, there we go, a Hyla statue. Okay. Oh, guy. There's 2 of you standing in one space. That is really weird to look at.
Elves, always shirking their duties.
Oh. Humans. Okay. Medium or Legion army armor. Fantastic. And we'll be able to get down to that storage room now. It's been a long time since I've done this, so I assume this one... Oh, this is one you could always do. That's just random ambient dialogue, okay. There we go. Okay, and what have we got? 164 gold, a ring of staggering, and a gold bracelet. Oh my gosh, I definitely should have sold some stuff before I got here. Oh dear. Okay, well, never mind. A wolf totem. Alright. And nothing else. Nah, nothing else in here. Okay, well that was our tutorial for eavesdropping.
Is it true the Inquisitor
And
was
the statuettes. So let's get in.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Really? I'll be careful. They sound like a fun bunch, or I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid.
I'm not intimidated by stuffy or Legion nobles.
These people burn cities as a diversionary tactic and assassinate one another as a feint. The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer staring down Corypheus.
Well, yeah, I suppose all Elysian nobles are savage. They just pretty themselves up to look civilized. Alright, so it's not the same colours as everyone else, but it is red, black and silver, so... good enough, I think. Let's just get this over with, yeah.
Let's go in. We're keeping everyone waiting.
Everything will be fine.
Keep telling yourself
watch
that.
over us all.
Yeah. Alright, so we are in the vestibule. So we can't leave, naturally. We probably should go straight up, but I want to have a look around. And we can't get through there. Okay, never mind then. I'll try the other way as well, just because. Okay. Blocked off. Alright, let's get around all of these nobles.
I wish there was more news coming from the Grand Cathedral.
Good news is becoming an increasingly rare commodity.
Indeed, but there's Varric right here. Hey, and Cullen and Cassandra. Okay. No Seylis. Oh, of course not. Of course not. Not until we get in. Varric.
Shit. I just saw 2 dwarves from the Merchants Guild go inside. If anyone asks, I'm not here.
Nice.
Shit.
Sorry.
I just saw
wrong
2
person.
dwarves from the Merchants Guild go inside. If anyone asks, I'm not here.
Yeah, Cullen.
I need to have this jacket let out a little.
And Cassandra.
The sooner we go in, the sooner we can get this over with.
Yeah, well, we're not really ready yet. I want to have a look, a thorough look
If
around
nothing
first.
else, the Inquisition backing Gaspard would make Celine nervous. You know how pious she is.
Huh, implying you're not? Okay. Noble.
I had hoped to tour the Royal Wing Gardens again.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire. It's such a pity the wing is sealed.
Yeah, okay, the gardens are sealed. Anyone else want to give me a tidbit? Although I'm not technically collecting gossip just yet. I can at least listen to any of you who want to say something.
How has the lyrium trade dropped off so sharply?
With so much fighting, demand should be higher than ever.
My contact said there's a new supplier, but we can't track down who it might be.
Oh. They can't track down who the new supplier is. As long as it's not Corypheus. As long as it's not Corypheus. Okay, let's read this plaque. The Grand Library of Helm Shirel. The Winter Palace's collection of books is one of the world's largest. Only the Library of the University of Orlais and the Imperial Palace Library compare. Famed cabinet maker Gustave of Valfontaine designed and built the shelves, the finest examples of his marquetry technique still in existence. Except from Architectural History of Orlais, Volume 1 by Elodie Fernot. Okay, can we... Locked from the other side. Locked from the other side. Okay. And the Grand Library. Yeah. It's just a name tag. Okay.
Who does Orzammar favor in the negotiations tonight?
King Educan has put considerable coin behind the Empress in hopes the trade in foodstuffs will resume quickly.
King Educan. King Educan. Yeah, Balin is Educan, isn't he? Okay, well, way to go, Balin. Royal Wing, okay. Yeah. Can't get in either of those places. That's fine. Don't suppose
Is
you've
there
got...
any progress on the Helmi expedition to Amgarak?
House Dace remains steadfast in blocking all attempts to get into the Tig.
I'll bet. I'll bet. We can eavesdrop though. Is it time? Might as well do it.
Well, that's useful.
Is it? Deliver scandalous secrets to Leliana.
Gaspard
At least we've got
struck me as
2.
pious. You must think he gains a military advantage with the Inquisition.
Yeah. He has no advantage with the Inquisition. He just doesn't know it yet. Hey. The guest wing. There
The
we
guest
go,
wing
locked.
is not open to the public at this time, Inquisitor.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. And there's Gaspar. Okay. Alright then, guys. It might be time. Okay. And you're reading out my name. Of course you are. Introduce me.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lady Inquisitor Lavellan.
Damn right.
Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the mage underground.
This guy writes better fiction than I do.
Champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed, hero of Orlais, right hand of the Divine. Madame Vivienne, first enchanter of the Circle of Magi, enchanter of the Imperial Court, mistress of the Duke of Ghislaine, renowned author Tharic Tethras, head of noble house Tethras, Desher of Kirkwall to the Dwarven Merchants Guild, Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium, son of Lord Magister Hallward Pavus of Azariel, Warden Blackwall of Valcheven, Constable of the Grey, bearer of the Silverite Wings of Valor, the Iron Bull, leader of the famed mercenary company Bull's Chargers, as the name might imply. The Lady Inquisitor's elven serving man, Seylis. Her ladyship, my bulls each, of course. Sir Callan Stanton Rutherford of Honleith, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and left hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Very nice. Okay. Now let's get up here with you. That was a lot. But yeah, they've all come. They've all come here.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lady Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
Okay. What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Sure, it's an honor, though whether maiden foul or an assassin is here. It's an honor. Yeah, we're supposed to play the game, so we need to talk to her after this. We're not going to do it right in front of all of the assembled people. Just, yeah, it's an honor.
I am delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
It's lovely. I can't do it credit. Call off the ball. I can't do it credit.
I have no words to suffice. Halam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Absolutely. Let's get this farce over with. Okay. Yvette. Who's Yvette?
Can you believe the Inquisition feel its friends
There.
up the States?
Mother is the same as always. Meaning she's after you to do more work.
You always take her side.
I don't take her side. I happen to think, as she does, you might attend to more of the estate's duties. Also, do stop slouching.
Anselmo, under
Do stop
Gardener
slouching.
Valmontaigne and paramour to the Duchess.
Oh, okay, someone's paramour. Josephine, can we speak?
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this her?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Okay, a pleasure. Another Lady Montillier, and hello. Another one?
There can never be too many Lady Montilliers in Thedas, can there?
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? Rebel mages in Redcliffe were performing blood rites and orgies before you stopped them.
Where did you hear such nonsense?
Everyone in Antiva says so. Is it true?
Is it true? Oh, yeah, so many orgies. Sure, why not?
Of course, every word, especially the parts where everyone was nude.
I knew it.
Okay, anything to tell me about Josephine here?
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh, yes. As she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette, stop.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
Oh, wow. Maybe you shouldn't have brought your sister here. Just saying. She could ruin you. Who would you support here?
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
Yeah. So, tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's family.
She would forget to mention the artists. I've been studying painting under Antiva's royal tutors. You should be proud, Josie. I'm going to be exhibiting my work next season in the city's biggest salon.
Have you actually sat down and finished the painting yet?
I must wait for my inspiration.
And I must wait for your tutor's bits.
Right. Okay, how's the evening then?
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of...
The dancing is so dull, your worship. But the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Do continue, Josephine.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Royal must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
Right, okay.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Are you waving at me? You shouldn't. Hey, guys. Guys. Look at you. Invisible to all of the human nobles. Well, never mind.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valroyaux.
But sure. Yeah. Sure.
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without war going on?
I heard that it wasn't renovations at all. The palace was damaged by Gaspar's catapults.
He fired on the Winter Palace? That's monstrous.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Sarah, how are you doing?
Contra beats his squire. He's a she. As a bastard. Extra toes. What a fun, close marrying crowd.
Thoughts on the suspects? Yeah.
Any thoughts on who we're investigating?
The Empress is pretty. It'd be fun to drink and kill stuff with Gaspard. Briala is friggin' funny. Elves, elves, elves. But it's really a pissing match with an old lover. Don't know the rest, but that explains a lot. They're all lying, but Celine's nice to look at. Good thing we're here to save her neck.
Yeah. Yeah. Any tips from your friends?
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You mean, do any of the servants ferrying tarts between these windy tits hate them enough to give up a stash or two? I'm not saying yes, but wait, yes I am. There's some good stuff hidden around. Keep an eye out.
Absolutely. So how are you fitting in?
Making any new friends?
Not likely. I'm watching them watch you. They're all glances and titters. Not sure if they're allowed to like you yet. Pathetic.
Well, I'll be back, Sarah. Keep up the good work.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
Okay. And we have 3 stashes to find. Okay. And let's read this. A compendium of Orlesian theatre. The most unusual part of Orlesian theatre, appropriately enough, revolves around our southern neighbour's love of masks. Every actor wears a mask, and every mask follows a hierarchy of shape and colours that indicates to the audience the character's importance. Half-faced green masks indicate a leading male role, for example, while half-faced purple masks are for primary female characters. Full white masks are reserved for roles of no clear gender, such as spirits, except for demons whose masks must always be black and red. Further complicating matters for those new to Orlesian theatre, an actor's race or sex has no bearing on the parts they can play. If a director believes they can sell the part, men can play dowagers, women can play dukes, and even an elf can play a king. Once donned, the mask is understood to be absolutely them. None of the actors I spoke to could explain to me the history behind this tradition, but bristled when I suggested other nations find it strange. There is a strong bond of trust between Orlesian theatre troupes and their viewers. Indeed, I have rarely attended such attentive audiences than in Val Royeaux. It is my guess that Orlesians, surrounded as they are by masks in their daily lives, both require and fully respect a place where the objects boldly display their wearers' intentions for a change. An appendix at the back of this volume lists the appearance and meanings of Orlé's theatrical masks. These conventions are vital to understanding the history of its finest theatre, a journey I hope you will find as rewarding as I have. From a Compendium of Orlesian Theatre, Volume 1, Introduction, by Magister Pellinar. Well, okay. Okay. Well, at least it's a Magister who really liked the Orlesian Theatre. Okay. Nothing hidden around there. Although, we can read this plaque. The Valmont Emperors. Emperor Etienne I, 771 Storm to 821 Blessed. Okay. And that's the only one that gets a plaque. Okay. Ah, here's Vivienne.
And here we are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
Well, you know me. Any advice about this court?
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here tonight. The 7th member of the Council is indisposed. His absence will complicate the negotiations. The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game. They see everything. They might know something we can use.
Right, okay, so who do you support?
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
Right. So, what's with the masks?
I've always wondered, what's the Orlesian fascination with masks?
We all wear masks, my dear, not just the people in Orlais. Who you are as a daughter, a lover, a friend are very different people from the Inquisitor and Herald of Andraste. Orlesians codify this truth, make it visible. By giving each of these selves its own separate face, they believe they can be their truest selves, unmasked.
Right, okay. That's an interesting thing to believe. Very interesting. Have you seen anything yet, though?
Anything happening I should know?
Keep an eye out for Celine's pet apostate. I've no doubt she's involved in this.
You're having fun, though, aren't you?
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivienne.
This is the game, Inquisitor. Of course I enjoy it. If I didn't, I'd be dead by now.
Right, well, just keep an eye out and be ready.
Be ready to act when I give the signal.
Always, my dear.
Okay. That is pretty good.
Elvhen was the love of my life. You remember my husband? Poor darling. Killed in the war with Ferelden.
The Dowager Council. Okay, well, I need to speak to Leliana first. I don't want to speak to any of the guests. I want to speak to my companions as well.
Are you married, Commander?
I heard Celine was having the
Married
entire
to my
wing
work.
redecorated.
Still single?
But the timing is atrocious.
Still
Why would
single,
she do
then.
such a thing now?
The timing is atrocious. Cullen.
Inquisitor, did you need something? The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
Well, anything to report?
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that stands out. I doubt there's a single person here without ulterior motives.
Right. So, do you have any advice for me?
Do you have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
Yeah, okay. So who would you support, anyway?
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
Maybe. You have admirers.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
So you're not enjoying yourself?
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Right. Carry on, then.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
Alright, okay, so I should have... Well, I do have a mod that will remove the sexual harassment towards Cullen. The groping, the unwanted touches that he has to endure at this. I have no wish for poor Cullen to have to endure that.
Is that her?
The only one to survive the Temple of Sacred Ashes, yes.
It sure is. It sure is. I am she. Okay, where did Liliana go? Did she go out here? No. She did not. No. Can we get over there? No? Well, never mind. Okay. That's a big statue.
It's
Alright.
been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
Let's see. That's Briala, Gaspard, and Celine. The ladies in waiting. Okay. I must have missed Liliana. Must have missed her. Or did she go out the... Yeah, she might have gone out the other side. Okay.
Have you heard from your nephew? Can I get you a
Not
drink,
since his
Commander
regiment
Cullen?
joined the fighting.
No, thank you.
Okay. We will look around. Where is she? Yeah, we have to go through that door now. We have to go through to get out. Where is... That's the stash. Okay, so Liliana doesn't have a place yet. We just need to go through the door and hopefully she will find me. I'm pretty sure it is a cutscene, or at least
I still remember
something
the day
like that.
Kate could tell me that my second husband, Philippe, was thrown from his horse.
Fine, we'll speak to this woman then, while we're here.
Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
Alright, okay, later. Yeah, we don't know that we need to speak to the Dowager yet. That's something that Liliana should tell me. Can I? Actually, no, I don't think I can get down there again. No. Okay, then let's get out this
these
other way.
pastries out to the diplomats.
The Duchess has asked for too many. I can't carry them all.
Serving problems, yeah. And they're probably not even going to eat them all. Wasteful.
Good. I was hoping it would
Hey,
catch
there we
you.
go.
What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side.
Right.
Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
Agreed. She is. There's an apostate at court? Oh my gosh, yes, you're one. But sure, that does seem like something that the Orlesians wouldn't approve of. I mean, Vivienne was a senior enchanter. Or something. The first enchanter? Not a senior. I don't think she was ever a senior, was she? But she was circle trained, and an apostate got her job.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivienne was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
Right, okay. That is worth investigating. Magical mind control, or I needed to know this earlier. We haven't really seen anyone, and no, I think you're fine. I think right now is a good time to know it, actually. But I'm interested in this mind control. You think she's really controlling the Empress?
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
I think that woman was eavesdropping on us. Look at how perfectly still she is. Okay. A ghoulish delight. Is that it? Where are we? Winter Palace. Okay. The Great Blackmail Hunt. Scandalous secrets are everywhere at the Grand Masquerade. Listen in on conversations to gather gossip and scour the palace for incriminating items and notes. The secrets learned could be used to gain power for the Inquisition and the upper hand in the grand game of Orlesian society. And we've gained 2 of 30. So throwing away money, Orlesian nobles have been known to toss caprice coins into fountains as a symbol of status. Doing this may strengthen one's social standing. So we only have 1 out of 15, but we do at least have 1. Herd of Stone Halla. There's a veritable herd of Halla statues scattered around the Winter Palace. They stand out a little too much to be simply decorative. Okay, and there's 10 of those, and we have 1. And Red Jenny's stashes. Sarah's contacts have tipped her off about the locations of various stashes hidden around the palace by nobles for other nobles. They're ripe for the picking, and there's 3 of them. Awesome. Okay, well, do I have anything for Skyhold? No. Inner Circle. Right, we still need to wait for that. Okay. Well, yes. Let's eavesdrop a little bit.
Well, that's useful.
Good, good. We've got something useful. That's just what we need. Okay. Now. Anything
How long
around
can
you
Orzammar
guys?
hold out with trade disrupted?
We have reserves of food supplies to last a few months, but the king wants trade resumed before panic starts.
Indeed. Okay. And yeah, I imagine we still can't get through these places. No. Okay, we probably need to go through that door down there, but I still want to check around. Yep, just make sure. Okay. Well, we'll come down here, see if there are any more eavesdrop areas. Suppose we can talk to you. We already have done. No? No, okay. Well then, Cassandra.
This ball is a waste of time, like all Orlesian foolishness. Let's find the Venatori collaborator and get out of here.
Absolutely. Have you seen anything yet?
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
Okay, so what do you even think about all of this?
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Orlesians pretend their petty squabbles are a game. Yes, let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection? The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in this crisis.
Really? You think so?
You support the civil war?
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters.
Right, okay, you are very, very forward.
Stay alert. We don't know where the enemy is hiding.
I'll be watching for trouble. The sooner we leave this place, the better.
Yeah, okay, so she wants Celine to die. She wants Gaspard on the throne. Okay, Cassandra, okay, well, we'll see. We will see. And any spots that we can eavesdrop in? No? Any doors opened? No, okay. Then let's get into that other wing. So, over here. The guest wing. The Hall of Heroes. Ooh, and the trophy room as well. Let's see if we can... Trophy room is locked. Okay, and we can question the Elven servants. Let's read this plaque. The Valmont Emperors. Emperor Reville, 821 to 851 blessed. Really? Really? You were only 30? You must have had a hard life, or the painter didn't like you. I think the painter probably didn't like you. Okay. The Art of the Winter Palace, Mafrath the Betrayer, carved by Latono for Empress Yvette. Okay. Alright, and this one. Lambert Valmont, the Swaggering Lion, carved by Natalie Brio for Emperor Judicael I to commemorate the Battle of Aisley. Okay. Okay, so it's... One of them's looking that way, and the other one is sort of looking this way. Well, let's speak to the Whispering Elves.
We're not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Okay, now I need to eavesdrop on their conversation. Wherever the eavesdropping thing is going to show up. Right here.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
Okay, so we need to search the rooms in the upper guest wing. Well, thank you for that, guys. Thank you. Servants' quarters and grand apartments. Can't get in there without the key. Okay. Black
I know
wall.
you from somewhere. Ah. Lord Rudal de Langres. I've seen you in his company before, no?
I don't think we've met, my lord. I'm just a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Odd. Your face is so familiar. Around the eyes, especially. Perhaps without that beard? More wine. It will come to me.
Oh dear. Blackwall, was that guy hassling you?
I'm ready for anything. Just give the word.
Yeah. Well, do you have any suggestions?
While I have a moment, is there anyone here I should question?
I'm not well acquainted with Orlesian nobility. They rarely welcome Grey Wardens coming in with the right of conscription.
Yeah, that is something that they don't seem to like. Your thoughts on the politics here?
What do you think about all the scheming and politics?
I think I'd rather be anywhere else. Let's save the Empress and get back to where things make sense. Say what you want about Celine's ascension. She stole the throne? She seduced her way to it? Who cares? In the years since, she's proven she is the perfect mix of strength, cunning, and grace that Orlais needs. Gaspard, you may as well crown a bull if he wins.
Okay, so Silverite Wings of Valor, Blackwall. You didn't tell me you had those.
So, Silverite Wings of Valor. What did you get that for?
For valor.
Care to elaborate?
It was a long time ago. Back when we didn't stop to boast about past victories when there was an assassin on the loose.
And have you seen anything?
What's the word? Seen anything yet?
Nothing. Wherever our enemy is, he's keeping out of sight.
Okay, well, I'll let you get back to it.
Wait for my signal.
Yeah, okay, and let's read this. The Art of the Winter Palace. Triumph of the Dragon Age. Commissioned by Empress Celine in honor of the Grey Warden actions at the Battle of Denerim, which ended the Fifth Blight. Okay. That, maybe? I mean, I doubt it. No. Is it just literally this rock? Or is it the lions? Because I don't see what it's got to do with the the battle for Denerim. Okay. Well, whatever. And there's no plaques or anything other than that. Ah, but we do have a Caprice coin. Hey, okay. That's 2. Fantastic. Alright then. So, yes, we need to go to the upper guest wing, but first... here's Seylis. Alright. Well, let's speak with you then.
I do adore the heady blend of power, intrigue, danger, and sex that permeates these events.
Really? Really? This is comfortable for you?
You seem more comfortable with a Grand Orlesian ball than I'd have expected.
I have seen countless such displays in my journeys in the Fae. The powerful have always been the same. Only the costumes change.
Sure, okay. Have you seen anything though?
Have you seen anything useful?
No, sadly. I do not have the look of one of the Elven servants, or I might well be invisible. I wonder how masked men live their lives without ever seeing that servants have an entire society of their own. If you want to find something useful, I would pay attention to what the servants do.
Right. And are you being treated well?
Have you encountered any trouble with the nobles?
The Orlesians do not quite know what to make of me. I have kept to myself, for fear of giving them some purchase to cling to. The food and drink are excellent, however, and the servants have been happy to refill my glass.
I'll bet they have. I'll bet they have. You want to dance?
Do you have any interest in dancing?
A great deal. Although dancing with an elven apostate would win you few favors with the court. Perhaps once our business here is done.
Sweet. Okay.
I'll be back.
Bye.
Hunt well.
Hunt well. Absolutely.
The last 2 people we
Ooh.
sent to the servants' quarters have failed to report.
There's been a lot of activity from the Duke's people over there. I'll send another agent.
Just one? Are you sure? Sounds like a bad idea. But okay. Alright. And
Gaspar is
anyone
wasting
else?
his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
You should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Threatening to burn them all in their homes. Wow. I can see that. Yeah. Okay, Bull. Let's get a little bit closer. Try and maneuver this so we'll actually see him.
You got anything that needs killing? Because the nobles keep messing with me and they think I don't know they're doing it. This keeps up. I'm gonna wear somebody's skull as my fancy little mask.
Here, give me a Ben Hasrath read.
Look at this with the eyes of a Ben Hasrath and tell me what you see.
It's a mess. Everyone's trying so hard to hide that they're walking around in plumage. Makes it tough to spot the dangerous lies, as opposed to the normal stuff. Oh, but that couple over there with the silver masks? The woman's doing one of the nobles, and the guy's doing 2 different servants.
Right. Oh dear. Do you like the masks?
What do you think of the masks the nobles are wearing?
They're no good as disguises, and they don't cover the mouth or hide body language, so they're not much help for lying. As fashion goes, I don't know. I've seen dumber.
Have you seen anything that's actually interesting then?
Anything catching your eye?
They've got these candied nuts with some kind of spice on them. It's sweet until you swallow, and then, bam! Hot. Also, Orlais has some fine-looking redheads. I go more for the servants personally. Less makeup. Nothing on the assassins, though.
Yeah, well, as long as you're keeping an eye out.
Talk to you later, Bull.
I'll just stay here and eat.
Yeah, you do that. Okay. Oh dear. Alright then. Whispering elves. We've got a few more of them down here.
Inquisitor Lavellan, don't head into the servants' wing if you value your neck. Not one else gone in there tonight and come out again.
Our man was supposed to make a pickup in the garden hours ago. Bastard's likely dead by now.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yes. Okay, I see. Lots of blood on the floor. I guess we're just pretending that's not there. Okay. Well, it does kind of disappear right in here, doesn't it? Kind of. Oh dear. Well, have I got anything to listen to?
What Gaspar said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
A panicked attaché? Really? And we've got some Imperial Guard. Speak with you.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
Right, of course. Of course we will. Why wouldn't we? And then we've got a balcony right here. Cylinder seal. Oh.
Well, well. What's this?
Indeed, what is this? Halam Sharal investigation. Clues. Clara, kitchen staff, entered servants' wing by main stair 130. Vernon, undergardener, entered servants' wing from hall 245. Sophie, chambermaid, entered servants' wing from hall 322. Marius, footman, entered servants' wing by main stair 345. Briala, we need immediate support down there. Something's gone wrong. Yeah, okay. Okay. Like, quick succession, technically. Okay. We can actually get out here. We can actually get out here. But it doesn't look like we've got anything to pick up or anything. No. What about you guys?
See you talking to Duke Cyril de Montfort?
I was merely being polite. Unlike some people.
Don't give me that. I've seen the way he looks at you.
Oh dear, trouble in paradise. Ah, the Council of Heralds' vassal.
Philippe should have returned hours ago.
Oh,
dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Philippe is a jerk. How did you cross Gaspard? How did you do it? Yeah.
I can't imagine Gaspard being vitriolic. What's the matter?
The Grand Duke bears a grudge against the Council for refusing him the crown. He's threatened death if they refuse him again, collectively and individually, along with their vassals.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Court approval. I just lost court approval, which is usually the result of being too direct or blunt in your actions. If court approval falls too low, you'll be evicted from the ball.
What backwater did you come from? Everyone knows that.
Okay, everybody knows that. Well, good to know. Alright. And there's just the garden. The garden is out there, isn't it? Yes. Ah, okay. No, I think... Yeah, I think this is where I climb up the trellis, is it? Pretty sure it is. Well, let's come in here. Oh, and eavesdrop.
I had no idea.
Okay. And we still don't. Another Caprice coin. Okay. Let's read this. A compendium of Orlesian theatre. A tent. King Draken turns his crown in his hands. Enter his trusted cousin, Captain Ashan. Captain Ashan, hail, your majesty. The armies wait on you. King Draken. What of the enemy? Captain Ashan. The blighted ones mass on the hill in larger numbers than ever we've seen. King Draken. We are outmatched on the field. Captain Ashan. Andraste armed us with faith. King Draken. Our allies are weak from Cumberland. Captain Ashan. We are aided by the Maker's word. King Draken. I do not doubt. Captain Ashan. Yet your brow is vexed. Draken throws down his crown. King Draken. Pride killed our prophet. Her sacred words are all we've left. If victory spurns us, who will carry them forward? Who will bear the chant of light? Captain Ashan. Cousin, the army waits. King Draken. Maker for a soul fit to lead them. From The Sword of Draken, an examination of the life and the history of the father of Orlais by Marquise Freyet. Sure. It's little wonder King Draken's life is one of the most popular tales in Orlais. After founding both Orlais and the Chantry, the charismatic young noble battled the Second Blight for the rest of his reign. Freyet's plays are notable for being the first to portray Orlais' founder as a man beset by doubts, as are we all, instead of an idealized cipher. A few Grand Clerics attempted to ban the play, saying it criticized the current state of the Chantry, but the Sword of Draken proved too popular among the masses, and the nobility and remains a staple among the masses and the nobility, and remains a staple of Orlesian theatre to this day. From A Compendium of Orlesian Theatre, Volume 2, Classics of the Storm Age by Magister Pellinar. Well, well, well. Okay. So we have Duke Germain from the Council.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. How curious.
I'm sure it is. Sir, Gaspard's your nephew?
I didn't know the Grand Duke
Oh
was
my
your
God.
nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a
-10.
difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Right, okay. Have you seen anything? Tell me about the war. Tell me about the war.
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Right, okay, and have you seen anything?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
Right, okay. Good evening.
Another time, my lord.
Okay. So, court approval is at 25. Did we actually not... Did we not lose much there? I thought that was a -10. Ah, okay. Well, we'll see. We will see, won't we? And then, let's eavesdrop here.
Well, that's useful.
Good, I'm glad it is. So, what do we have next? Yeah, it is. It's climbing up. Alright, well, I'll probably leave it here then. Yeah, and we'll go out into the garden and do all of that next time. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.